is up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to the grand finale in the 2024 Reset series. Hold up, I'm still getting used to the camera and there's a lot of things going on the screen there. Hopefully that's okay. I'm so excited. This year I did things a little bit differently and I kind of split up my 2024 Reset as a whole into a bunch of different videos and in my real life as well. Like I think the videos reflect how I did it in real life as well, of course. And it's been so much fun to do it this way. I feel like when I set aside like a whole day to get everything done, it's very overwhelming. And with working a corporate job and doing YouTube, which is a full-time job in itself, it's not really realistic to do it that way anymore. And so I kind of started December off and I gave myself, you know, different days to do different parts of my 2024 reset. And I've been really enjoying doing it this way. And I feel like I'm really heading into the year with intentional goals. And I'm excited to share the finale with you guys. And what I mean by that is if you watched my 2024 reset, you would have seen that I kind of been taking a bit of a different approach with goal setting. So I started pretty early in December and I give myself a few weeks to just really think on my goals, write things down that I might be interested in doing. And then I'll come up with a rough draft of goals, I guess you could say. And then I'll spend from about mid-December into late December thinking about them, revisiting them, talking about them with Matt, of course, my fiance. And I'm really glad I did that because a lot of my goals have either shifted, changed, I've been more specific with the wording, I've removed them, I've added goals. And so I really wanted to go through kind of my final goal list with you guys today. I've also been working on my vision board slowly. That kind of feels like goal setting to me. I really like to take my time with it. I'll share my completed vision board and kind of how it correlates to my goals. There's always that one piece of my blowout that just, it's like a headphone. I feel like I'm like Britney Spears or something that's singing into microphone, or like this going on right now. There we go. I've kind of hidden her for now. But I also want to share my ins and outs with you guys. I see that fun little trend going around and I thought it was really fun. I posted a reel with them this morning and I thought it would just be fun to share them with you guys. I feel like that is also a really fun way to reflect on your maybe smaller habits, not necessarily goals, smart actionable goals, but habits you want to work on going forward. And I think you'll kind of know what I mean when I show you guys. But for example, one of my ins is more dinner parties. I guess I could have set that as a goal, but it's just a fun, I don't know. I think it's a fun little thing to do. I did that last night with a cup of tea while I was in bed. Yeah, maybe some little random things. I guess maybe my wish list. I've got a little cup of tea, and if you haven't already, maybe pause this video and go watch the other reset videos in order, because then this video will probably make a little bit more sense. But I'm gonna pull up my final 2024 goals. Like I said, I have tweaked them, and then once I finalize my goals, I also really like to give myself actionable steps to take to get towards those goals. So you guys will see what I mean here in a second. So under every goal, I have a few actionable steps this piece of hair is gonna bother me so much, I can take to get to them. All right, let's go personal. Still have the trade the car in for a RAV4, but I added the specific color I want because I really want the blue-gray tone. Well, the photo's on my vision board, so I'll share it then, but I wanted to get really specific with that goal, so I added that little part in there. I have learned how to make bread, and then underneath I added start with a bread maker because I got one for Christmas, so I'm gonna start with making bread in there, and then when I'm comfortable, I'll move on to sourdough, but I really want to perfect the bread maker first. Learn how to delegate in my professional and personal life. I think I tweaked the wording on that, but I want to do two things right off the bat. I want to look into hiring a house cleaner. One of you guys left a really sweet comment that said that they looked at it as self-care and spending time with loved ones, getting that time back to put into their relationships and become the best version of themselves, and I really liked that. So I need to do that. And then I also want to make a list of work automatic reply emails that I can send so that it automates delegating instead of overthinking it. So if someone says, hey, can you take on this task? I'm gonna go to my Notion, find the automatic reply email I created, copy, paste it, send it that says hey, I'm so sorry, I can't take this on. And that way I don't have to overthink it. This is one I added, find clothes that flatter me instead of not liking how trendy clothes fit me. I'm a big culprit of that. For example, baggy jeans. They don't look good on me. So I'm not gonna try and lose weight to just look good in baggy jeans. Instead, I'm just gonna find jeans that flatter my body type. I did change my sign language goal to learning 50 words instead of learning sign language as a whole, because obviously it's a big language. As someone who grew up speaking French and English, I know it takes years to learn a language. So I want to learn 50 words this year. If I learn 5 new words a month, that will put me just over 50 words. So I think that's a good start. I still need to figure out a good resource though. So if you have any, let me know. prioritize friendships and reach out more. Ways I want to do this: weekly check-ins with friends. I'm the worst texter. I hate making small talk, but I want to be better about texting people back. Monthly FaceTime dates with friends who don't live here, and then I want to hang out with my friends in the city once a month. I want to watch one new release movie a month. I'm not sure if I had this on my previous one or not, but I added it. I want to make a fun date night out of it, like make popcorn and like make it a thing on Fridays. I also want to add an entertainment line to my budget to make sure we're accounting for this since we don't live near a movie theater. And then I also made a list of 2024 movie releases so that it would be easier to like choose from. There was no thought that went into it. For health and wellness, none of these goals have changed. Run a half marathon number 9. I just need to figure out when I want to run it based on like our travel schedule. Work on consistent protein intake. Oh, I actually did take off a goal. I took off the work on my short-term memory loss one because I feel like that's just going to be like an ongoing thing for the rest of my life, not just this year. Explore vestibular therapy. I need to like look at some clinics that are around me and stuff. Travel, I don't think any of these have changed, and I haven't really added any like ways I'm going to achieve this because they're pretty straightforward. For business, I decided to take off the finding my niche with short form content because I realized that's not really like a throughout the year goal. It's just like something I wanted to do going into the new year. So I took that off because I really think I found my pillars, which I can discuss that if you guys are interested, if you're curious about that. So I've actually taken that one off. I have hit 150K subscribers on YouTube. How am I going to do this? I really want to find a good balance between just random everyday vlogs and searchable content. Searchable content is how you grow. And what I think I have working for me is that I love to take searchable content but make it really realistic. So like morning routine, super realistic. I don't know. I can't think of anything else, but like travel vlog, budget friendly and realistic. Like I like to take searchable, trendy content and make it realistic. So I want to make sure I keep doing that and just find a good balance between like just vlogging to vlog and then also making like fun searchable content. Really working on my titles, that's a big one. And then I upload 3 times a week already, 2 to 3 times a week. So that's something that I'm just gonna keep going with. I took off my Instagram goal because truthfully that's just like my fun platform, and not that the other ones aren't fun platforms, but it's just like my most fun random chill platform, like photo dump vibes. So I don't really have any goals for there, truthfully. TikTok, I've been loving, honestly. I'd really love to hit 50K on there. Like I said, I want to stick to those social media pillars that I've set for myself, post, you know, what feels comfortable 3 to 4 times a week. And honestly, I've just been like having fun. And one of you guys made a really good point that a lot of people that watch me and follow me are transitioning into like a motherhood stage of life. And obviously YouTube always has its time and place, I believe, but you loved seeing the like home makeovers, and I've been doing a series where I share like, here's everything we did to fix up our home in the last few weeks, and it's like a 1-minute video that's just like condensed with everything we've done. And a lot of you guys like that, to just like get quick information from me. So I just want to make sure I'm keeping that up to kind of try and keep everyone as happy as possible. I do have some private business goals that I'm just not going to share, like money wise. And then the rest I don't think I changed. Film at least 1 reading video a month, travel to Toronto once a quarter, do something work related outside of my comfort zone. Home, this is where we kind of changed some of the goals because I really wanted to make sure Matt was involved in this. Obviously Matt sets his own goals, but I wanted to kind of ask him what he thought. So structural engineer assessment, that's important. We're doing that. Matt wants to add new support beams into the basement. He said he wants to do this. And he also wants to upgrade the plumbing and install a water filter. And then for my goals, Matt does the more of like tradesy goals, like electrical, plumbing. He's really interested in that stuff. For me, it's more of like the decorating the house. So I obviously want to put in the PAX wardrobe. I want to do our DIY kitchen makeover, which I should be doing probably January, February. And then I want to do the bedroom makeover as well. And so those are kind of the new and improved goals. Like I said, I think it's really important to reflect on them and kind of decide, you know, maybe this no longer suits me, or for some goals, it's like maybe I should actually be more specific about the goal. And so I'm really happy going into 2024 with those goals, but honestly, they're going to change. Like goals change throughout the month, throughout the year. We're fluid creatures. Nothing's meant to be rigid and strict. So it's totally okay if your goals change throughout the year as well. Here are some things on my ins and outs, basically meaning this is in for this year and this is out for this year. Some of the ins and outs are going to obviously overlap with my goals because it's kind of the point. It's like your ins and outs for the year. So we have saying no more, finding my personal style, eating more protein, prioritizing friendships, library books, using up products before buying more. Matt and I are so bad about this. I don't know if it's like a scarcity mindset thing, but we have like 30 jars of pasta sauce, which is insane. We ended up donating like half of them to the food bank because no one needs that much pasta sauce, you know what I mean? And the same with products. I have like, every time, like, let's say the CC cream I use goes on sale, I'm like, I need this because I need to have a backup one. No, you don't. You can just wait until yours is done and then get another one. Like, you don't need 2 backups of everything. And we also have really small bathrooms here, so we just don't have the space for all this backup stuff. Quality clothing, hosting dinner parties. We just had so much fun hosting on Christmas Eve that I really want to do it more. Celebrating myself more. I really struggle with this, which kind of goes with some of my outs. Consistent vitamin intake, getting up early for me time, and movement that makes me feel good. And the outs, I have reading popular books because FOMO. That one's self-explanatory. Scarcity mindset / imposter syndrome. I talked about this on Instagram. I opened up and just said that I really struggle with social media and feeling like I just don't deserve things. And I just think that there's so many people out there who deserve, like, I just don't feel deserving of anything. I really struggle with that. So that's something I want to work on this year. Limiting my beliefs. Another one that associates with that. Negative self-talk kind of associates with that. Doom scrolling before bed. Touching my face. Being busy on weekends. Like, I just hate being busy on the weekend. I just want to sit at home. It's okay to have plans. Like, I get coffee with my mom pretty much every Saturday. But other than that, I just want to chill at home. And then the last out is starting and never finishing books, which is a really bad habit of mine. So I just thought those were super fun. I wanted to share. You can share yours down below if you're interested. I wanted to set up my 2024 budget in this video, but the budget spreadsheet that I use, they haven't sent out their updated 2024 version yet. So I just took my 2023 yearly budget, I copied it, and I'm starting fresh there. But that will be coming in a video once I kind of get my hands on an updated copy of that. So I was hoping to do that today, but honestly, I'm just gonna reuse my yearly one and we can transition everything over whenever I get that. No rush. Let's talk about my vision board and kind of how I create it. So my process for vision boarding is probably pretty similar to a lot of people's. Once my goals are set, I will then create whatever the year is, I guess 2024 board. And then whenever I see something that kind of like resonates with me in the year I want to have, quotes, photos, inspiration, I'll save it to there. I'm the kind of person that would rather have way too many pins on my board than not enough, because then you have a lot to pick from. The month of December, I'll just scroll Pinterest and I'll kind of like add things here and there. And then I will also put up on a split screen my 2024 goals and then my Pinterest board. And then I'll start searching like exactly what those goals are. So for example, I literally looked up Blue Gray RAV4. I looked up 100K subscriber YouTube plaque. I looked up F1 race because we want to go to an F1 race, and just things that kind of resonate with me. This year I want it to all be about like just having a slow life at home, really just being in my cozy element in this home. Like, this is our dream home and I just want to enjoy it, you know, sip coffee and sip wine and do puzzles and watch movies, and also want to travel a lot for work. And so just making sure I'm adding things that resonate to my year, but also things that just kind of like embody what I want 2024 to be as a whole. One thing I will say I did different this year than last year was I added more photos. Before I did like maybe like 8 photos and they were really big, and I didn't really like that. So I did a lot more photos on my vision board this year. I figured we could kind of just go through it together in case you guys are interested, and we can kind of talk through some of the items on my vision board. Alright, you guys, welcome to my vision board. I figured we could go through left to right, and I'll actually just share each photo and kind of what it means to me. Like I've mentioned before, I love Canva for doing vision boards because you can actually take previous ones. So this is mine last year. Kind of what I meant by the photos were just really big and not very specific. And you can actually just drag and drop. So for example, this photo here, you can just drag it and drop it wherever you think it fits best. And I love that because I'm not a super creative person. So having help on vision boards is really, really helpful. But let's jump into my 2024 vision board. First thing you'll see up here is a financial affirmation or mantra. I find finances and putting them on your vision board can be a little difficult because when you look up or financial affirmations on Pinterest, all you get is like girls holding wads of cash, and they're never Canadian cash either. So like I can't put that on my vision board. So I just like to put affirmations and mantras on there. So I have this one that says my financial future is secure. And then I also just ironically have this photo of some American money, but it's fine because I technically get paid in American from brands, so it kind of works. We've also got very specific photos, like I said. I feel like that's gonna be really helpful this year. So I wanna go to Boston, so we've literally got a photo of the Welcome to Boston sign in the airport. We've got a girl running to signify half marathon. And some of these photos just represent like what I want 2024 to be like the embodiment of the year. And so, you know, being cozy at home, doing activities, not necessarily like all just goals, but just like photos that are what I want this year to encompass. So we've got reading with coffee. We've obviously got like a loaf of bread for, you know, starting to make bread. This reminds me, I actually just ran out of bread. I need to go to the grocery store. YouTube plaque for 100K, even though I want to hit 150K, obviously you get the big plaque for 100K. Some of these are quotes that just, once again, really resonate with me for the year, so I really loved this one. It's like everything I love. Like I said, I got really specific this year and I looked up like blue-gray RAV4 used because we don't buy new cars, and so this is the exact color that I want, so I put it on the vision board because it's gonna happen. We've got an F1 race because we want to go to an F1 race. I've got this little photo with manifesting 150K subscribers. Like I said, I want to do the bedroom makeover this year. This is kind of the vibe because I want to knock down the wall in there, so I put that on there for inspiration. We've got Disney, of course, Disney World. I really want to take another brand trip with Disney. It was so fun, and the feedback that I got was just so amazing that I really hope I can work with them again. We've got a photo of Toronto since I want to go more for business, and then some fun quotes. So I loved this one. It felt very fitting for a vision board. It says, "Woman says she won't stop until her Pinterest boards become a reality." We've got, "What do you want to do with your life?" She loved this question. Everything. That's how I feel about YouTube. Like, I just want to do everything on here, and I love that I can. Like, I love that I can do reading content and cozy home content and makeovers and DIYs, but also just like everyday life and then travel content. It's just so fun. This photo just is what I want my winter to be, wine and puzzles. I'm really in my puzzle era. I've got some photos of kitchen inspiration to signify the kitchen makeover. So we've got, you know, the two-tone, or not, these aren't two-tone, I don't think, but beige cabinet, butcher block, just a really bright space. This one says, I can't even read it, it's so small. "Stay aligned with your own energy and let people meet you there." I thought that was just like a really nice reminder. We've got a girl with a camcorder on a beach because, once again, I want to bring my camera and my camcorder everywhere and just document more memories. I just feel like I don't do that enough. Like, I vlog, but like big moments in life, like our birthdays and stuff, I feel like I don't do a good job of. We've got a girl working out. This photo in New York City. We're actually headed to New York City in March to see Zach Bryan, so I'm really excited about that. Another airport photo. "Health is wealth, green smoothie." Really want to, you know, focus on that. Drinking coffee. Another travel photo. This kind of gives me more work vibes, which is obviously a big goal for 2024. The little moments aren't little. Love that. We've got a girl just sipping coffee on a lake, which I really hope we can go to the cottage more this year. So that was something that, once again, wasn't a goal, but something I wanted to do more of. Dining room. So I didn't know how to represent, like, I had set some private goals for brand deals. I didn't know how to represent it, so I looked up like brand deal aesthetic, and it literally had a bunch of packages, so I guess I could use that to signify it. But you guys know I don't say yes to a lot of PR, so this doesn't really signify like give me all the boxes. It's more just like the private goals that I have for brand deals. This little girls' night with wine to signify prioritizing my friendships. The beach, because we want to go, well, we are hopefully going to go to the East Coast this year. I love this little like library bookstore date. So cute. We've got another Disney photo, a little YouTube photo, and then this quote that says, "The universe is ready to make your dreams happen," which I just loved. So that is my 2024 vision board. I am so happy with how it came out. If you ask Matt, I spent way too much time working on it, honestly. Like, every evening this week, I was just like glued to my computer working on it because I was just so inspired. But yeah, that is my vision board for this year. I'm really, really excited about it. I'm trying to think of some of the other things I wanted to do. Like I said, this video is more of just like wrapping everything together with a bow and really being ready for the new year. I kind of plan on taking, today's Friday, you guys are seeing this Friday, I'm really behind with vlog week right now. I'm gonna take tomorrow to New Year's Day to just chill, and I really like that I can do that because I've set my goals early. I'm a big believer in yearly goals and monthly goals, but I don't believe you have to start on New Year's Day, honestly. I'm gonna start on the 2nd, or you can start February 1st, or whenever it works for you. You can still accomplish things even if you don't start on New Year's Day, and I plan on having a chill weekend at home, eating some takeout, drinking some wine, reading some books, and honestly just relaxing, playing a ton of Hogwarts Legacy, and that's totally okay too. It doesn't mean I'm not going to accomplish my goals just because I don't start on New Year's Day, you know what I mean? But I asked you guys on Instagram kind of like some of the things you wanted me to talk about in this video. A few of you guys asked for my wish list. I don't really honestly have anything big. I love my computers, they're good. And this is kind of what I do at the beginning of the year. I kind of like go through in my head like electronics, like what I might need to, I was gonna say renew, but like, what's the word I'm looking for? Refresh? Yeah, new? Replace. My computers are good. I just replaced my MacBook this year. I tend to, on the business side, replace an electronic every year because obviously it counts as like a business expense. But this year I got a new camera. You guys, I'm filming on it right now. I do have some like business wish list items for this year, not really personal, but once again, as the year goes on, who knows? I mean, I did get my Aura ring this year. My Apple Watch is fine. My phone is fine. I do, like I said, have some business upgrades that I want to make. So I really want to trade out my GoPro 4. Let me pull up the name of it here. DJI Osmo Pocket 3. That's one of the cameras I'm looking into, but I take a long time to decide on cameras and stuff. I do months and months of research. I never make impulsive decisions about like electronics ever. And I actually just did this now, once again, something I've been thinking about for months, but I actually just upgraded my Kindle. You guys know I love my Kindle. I read a ton, and I actually just purchased the Oasis. I bought the newest Paperwhite I bought it in June, and I have just had so many issues with it. Like I said, they've replaced it twice, and I just don't know if it's this model that's glitchy. I've restarted it, I've rebooted it, and it's just really glitchy to me. And I don't know, well, you guys might know this, but I have pretty bad carpal tunnel in my hands from horseback riding growing up. And I don't find that the Kindle Paperwhite is very ergonomic for me as a lefty as well. Matt has the Oasis, and so I've been holding it and I've been really liking it. I like the buttons as well too. And Amazon has a really great return policy as well. So that is something I actually upgraded. They actually gave me a credit towards it because I've just been having so many issues with my Paperwhite. So really excited about that. Let me know if you guys want to see like an unboxing video when it comes, but as a really big reader, and reading is such a big part of my channel, I just always want to make sure I have like the best Kindle out there. And I'm just the kind of person that if I'm not like 100% satisfied with an electronic product, I'm not keeping it. So that, I guess, is something that I decided to do, mainly because this is the third Paperwhite they've sent me this year and it's just been so glitchy. So I was like, while they're doing Boxing Day sales, I'm gonna look into the Oasis. But other than that, I don't really have any huge wish list items. I guess another thing I want to do, and you guys know I've talked about this, like quality over quantity with clothing. I really want to get a good quality pea coat. Is that what it's called? A beige, like the fancy coats. I have one. It's from the thrift store, and I'm pretty sure it's from Shein, honestly. And it lasted me a while, but the sleeves are pretty short. And so I want to look into where I can get one for tall people. Maybe Aritzia. I'm not too sure. I do love my Super Puff, but that's all I can think of right now that I want to upgrade. Like I said, our priority this year really is the home. Like I'd rather put money into the house than myself, like in terms of like upgrading things for me. So those are kind of some of the things that either caught my eye or I've recently purchased. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about was a fun little reading challenge that I'm gonna do. So I went to the library the other day and they were handing out these really cute, like I just love my small town library so much. They're handing out these 2024 reading challenge bookmarks, and so I actually decided I'm like gonna do it. I thought that'd be really fun. I'll share what the bookmark looks like, but I'm really excited to do that. So January is a debut title from 2023. Every month in my monthly reset, I'll share the book that I'm reading for the challenge. And then to close this off, speaking of resets, let's go over kind of like my monthly reset process. So if you guys are new here, I started filming monthly resets over 3 years ago now, which is crazy. And they're just a way for me to keep my budget in check and reflect on the month, and then also work on those annual goals and break them down into smaller goals every month. I film a video for it every single month, so if you guys are interested in that, make sure you subscribe. You can turn on your bell notifications so you never miss a video. Obviously, more than just like goal setting and budgeting, I do like my current favorites. I'll do some reflection, I'll track my growth on social media platforms, and then I'll also do like a monthly home reset where like I clean the baseboards, I clean out the microwave, like those kind of deeper cleaning tasks. But I think that doing monthly resets has been a really big game changer in keeping myself accountable. I think it's so easy to set yearly goals, but then like how are you gonna check in to make sure that you're accomplishing them, or maybe you wanna check in and change some goals. I think doing a monthly reset is a really great idea, and it doesn't have to take long at all. It takes me long because I filmed the video for you guys, but I'd say I set aside about an hour every month on like a Sunday at the end of the month, and I just go through everything. I go through my goals, I track my growth, I track my budget, all that stuff. I update my savings trackers and stuff like that. And I also have kind of like a running life admin list of things I want to get done at the end of this year / early next year, which I think that's super helpful to create as well. So on that list were like the places I wanted to declutter in the house. I got my yearly blood work done, things like doctor's appointments, pap tests, taking Stella to the vet, kind of things like that. I really like having an ongoing like life admin to-do list as well. And that way, like during the holidays, I find it's like a slower time of year for work, is I can kind of get some of those tasks done on my days off, or if you have time off during the holidays, it's a good time to get that stuff done as well. But just wanted to share that. But thank you guys so much for following along on this 2024 reset series. I am so excited to see what 2024 has in store for us. I love you guys so much. Oh, also I hit 94K this morning, so thank you so much for that as well. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.